We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Gun. Back. Ready. Ready, hot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 12. Back.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Tank. 11.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Ready?
Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Gotta go. 11 mighty. Let him know.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A handoff to Mixon, pushes him over, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. 12, 12, 12.
A toss left, Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11,
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's got Jordan complete right side. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brevin Jordan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way. Will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow will throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Ready?
From midfield now, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Nixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
So we got man. 49.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
11 Thomas.
Now Joe Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Check Mike 21. You ain't doing nothing today. It's hot. You ain't doing nothing today. 25. Check 25.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
11. Check 24. Check 24.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Down right around the 25. In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check your hot read. Check.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. They'll roll him out right. Now Burrow loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
11 empty. It's our time.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Nice play there by Brian Burns, chasing down a quarterback in the pocket. He had 16.5 sacks in his first 2 years in the league, including 9 in 2020.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. On the move to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
On 2, ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 198 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check, 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 check. 11, 11, 11.
Now Mixon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Combo. Here we go. Switch. Shift.
Now it's Mixon running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Come on, ready? Check back six. Yo.
And they'll indeed take a knee. On fourth down, out comes the rookie fifth-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.